All right, so this is just like an example of why passing and accuracy fit my play style so well. Because I love to throw money plays, and it gives me the most control to be able to lead my wide receivers to the right direction, away from other cornerbacks or DBs like this. And this is why this is the perfect pass settings for me. But let's find the best pass settings for you. All right, first we're gonna go ahead and jump into the four different options that we have for passing, which is going to be placement and accuracy, classic, and revamp passing. Now, they give us a brief description on what they're for, what they do, but I want to get into a little bit more detail on why you should use this if you play like this, or why you should use this if you use this type of quarterback. All right, first we're going to go ahead and talk about classic. Now, classic is for the user that likes to dink and dime anywhere between 5 to 25 yards and also uses a really good quarterback. As you can see, we're using Classic right now. And these are the type of plays that you would like to run while you're using Classic. You're never going to throw a bad pass because you're going to be using a good quarterback. Classic isn't the best for bad quarterbacks, but I'm not saying that you can't use bad quarterbacks and use Classic. But I 100% think that Classic is for the better quarterback. Now, let's say you want to throw the deep ball like we are right here to the streak. You still have you still have some freedom to lead the ball to the outside shoulder, but you don't have full control like you will see with other options. But again, if you like to dink and dime, you like to use the top quarterbacks, classic is 100% where you want to be. All right, the next passing style I want to talk about is going to be placement. Placement is best for running quarterbacks that don't have the greatest stats because you don't have to worry about timing the bullet pass. Uh, Now, it's not always going to be the best pass possible like it would be if you're using placement and accuracy, and that's what separates the two. But if you're not good at timing that bullet pass, this is where you want to be. This is the stepping stone to getting it into placement and accuracy. But I think this is very user friendly to, like, if you're just jumping on the game, but you like to use a running quarterback, but he's also not that good at throwing the ball. This is what you're going to want to use. Now, you can still dink and dime with placement and accuracy. And again, you just have to hold down that power button. And you do have a lot of freedom with actually like leading the ball to the outside shoulder, inside shoulder, like I'll show you right here to X. If I want to, I can still lead the ball, and it's going to give me the best possible pass, a best possible lead that I can get with this specific quarterback. Again, you're going to hear me always go back to placement and accuracy because you're going to be able to get a better pass if you have that timing down with your quarterback. But like I said, this is user friendly to somebody that's just getting into the game and you like to use that running quarterback. This is going to be your sweet spot right here. You just have to smash down that icon, and it's going to give you the best possible pass with the quarterback with these type of attributes. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk about revamp passing. Now, between 5 to 25 yards, 100%, I think this is the best user-friendly pass settings there is, regardless of what quarterback you have. Fast mobile quarterback with bad stats, fast mobile quarterback with good stats. If you like play like this dagger play right here, this is where you want to be. It's going to give you the best possible pass, regardless, like I said, if your quarterback's good or not. Now, the downfall of revamp is when you try to throw a deep ball with the bad quarterback, what happens is they take away a little bit of the power of the quarterback to make sure you throw a decent catchable ball to the wide receiver. So if you're using a bad team, or not a bad team, but a team that has a not the greatest throwing power quarterback or deep throwing accuracy quarterback, but you have a really fast wide receiver, this is not the pass setting for you at all because it's going to take away that power of your quarterback, and you're not going to be able to outrun cornerbacks like you would want to with your fast wide receiver. But again, between 5 to 25 yards, 100%. If you like plays like this is where you want to be. You can throw on the run and get a decent pass. You can stay in the pocket and get a decent pass. Very, very user friendly. All right, now we're going to go ahead and talk about placement and accuracy, which I'm kind of biased with because I used it day one since it became a thing. But I want to show you why I think it can be the possible best option for you if you can master it. Now, it's not the easiest thing to master because all quarterbacks are different. But let's say you use LSU and you rather use this fast quarterback over the slower quarterback. If you can master placement and accuracy, you can make every single pass that the good quarterback makes with this quarterback. And that's what separates itself from the other options. Um, throwing on the run, everything, as long as you can get the timing down and get the free, like right there, that was just a terrible pass. Now, that is one of the downfalls of placement accuracy, because if you don't know the timing, you don't know how to free form, this is not where you want to be. It does take a little bit of skill. You do have to understand how to throw the ball to get green passes like that. So, again, I would never tell anybody to jump into the game and just try to use placement and accuracy. Start off with placement, slowly make your way into placement and accuracy. Start off with small settings and then your reticle speed on small. I'm going to make a whole video on how to master it. But 100%, I do believe if you can master this settings, it is the best available option, especially if you like to throw money plays. Now, if you don't throw money plays at all, I really don't think you need this type of setting. If you stay between 5 to 25, you don't really throw the deep ball a lot. Stay away from placement accuracy. There's no need for it at all. You can just use classic. If you have a bad quarterback, use placement or use revamp. Whatever you think, whatever will fit you the best depending on your quarterback. But if you do like to run money plays like this, to where you're going to lead it to the outside shoulder of your wide receiver away from the safety, and you don't want to lose too much power on your throw, this is where you're going to want to be. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into some gameplay using placement and accuracy. This is the team I was talking about, though. This is a tier 5 team. 81 overall quarterback, not bad. But definitely better quarterbacks out there. But using placement and accuracy, I'm going to show y'all that we can still get busy using somebody like this. Open right here, we got B. You just got to know the timing of your quarterback. And if you know the timing of your quarterback, it doesn't matter who you're using. You can throw greens left and right. Now, you're not always going to get like the baby blues, which are the best throws in the game, because usually it takes like abilities to get that. But as long as you have really good timing, then you can definitely get these off. Like what you see me doing right here. Let me see. I don't think I can sprint out to the left one. All right. I'm going to try A. Look at that. Green. 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 All right, now we're going to get into... This is probably... We're about to make a video about gun bunch tight end right here. The powerful whips. It's still in this game, but a lot of people don't know that it's still in the game because it's on 2 of the worst tier 5 teams. Well, this isn't the worst tier. I think this is one of the best tier 5 teams. But it's on this team and another one. There is endless things you could do with this play right here. It's a really good quick snap play. If I wanted to, I could just snap it as is. But I usually like to put my slot receiver on a quick out like this, and it just opens up everything for X. He gets open pretty much every single time. But y'all see, I haven't thrown a single pass that's not green. Like, all my passes have been green because I just got the timing down with my quarterback. All right, so we're in the red zone. Got a little bit of stadium posters. All right, we're getting out of it. We're running this back. We're running back wide open. Stay in, stay in. Oh, it was. I'm gonna blame that on the route right there. That was 100% the route fault. Get my quick out. All right. So we're gonna reverse this with the tight end now. And if we got, all right, there we go. That's what I want to do. And then let's wheel route the running back. Nobody was guarding the running back last time. I got A. All right, that was bad pass because it was under pressure, but we still got the pass off. Just knowing the timing, man, is everything with this placement accuracy. You can turn any quarterback into a good quarterback.